Okay, so just breathe easy for a moment or two. Kind of slow the breath. Slow it just a little. Bring your attention to your heart of Ephema point, just below the bottom of the breastbone. Still just breathe gently and easily. And now with your attention at your heart of Ephema point, inhale fully into the heart of Ephema point and hold. Hold to build charge. And now exhale up and down, simultaneously pushing a spark of frequency from your heart of Ephema point, both up and down. One going up into your Trantian window at chakra 13 or 14, 36 inches above your head, and the other down into Earth's core Nomi seed in the location that your body is located. And then just relax and breathe easily with attention on the two sparks, one up, one down. Now bring your attention back to your heart of Ephema point, and we're going to inhale fully and sharply and bring both of those sparks back in to very rapidly back into your heart of Ephema. So one comes down, one comes up, and they collide in the heart of Ephema. So we're going to go inhale and hold. And there will be a sense of a vibration, or it's a tritone vibration. You might hear sounds, you might just feel 3 different vibrations, but there will be a little bit of some kind of movement in your heart of Ephema point when you do this. And then when you feel that, then exhale and just pop out the mirror ball with your Buddha plasma self in it. And for now, just keep it the size of, I don't know, it's not as big as a basketball. It's a smaller one, so it's more portable. And if you're inside and you put your consciousness in there, just feel that you have this like mirror ball in your heart of Ephema point, and the heart of Ephema point would be at the center of the mirror ball, which is larger than the heart of Ephema point. And inside of the mirror ball is the perfect version of you as you want yourself in your plasma body form, sitting in the lotus style position. And just breathe gently and easily for a few moments, trying to sense the feel of your physical self and also of your plasma self in the Buddha pose inside of your mirror ball at the heart of Ephema point. Try to sense that there is an interesting blue glow starting to surround the sphere of your mirror ball on the outside. It's just like a very gentle blue, misty kind of glow. They haven't told me what it is yet, but it's something is activating where we're going to get ready to project down into Earth's core Nomi seed. So let's take our mirror ball, mirror ball, Buddha ball, our mirror ball and Buddha, and inhale into it and hold. And then exhale it down back into the Earth core Nomi seed. And notice wherever you are on the planet that the Earth core is the place where everything meets. So no matter where you are on the surface, you angle down into the core and we all meet there. So we're again, as we did in the technique for KDDL3, we're going to meet as our little Buddha selves, our mirror ball Buddha selves. And notice that there's, it's funny, they're showing me a vision of this now, and they haven't activated the shield part yet. That's coming. But right now it looks like collections of like mirror ball Christmas ornaments kind of stacked up, like a pile here and a little pile there, a couple loners over here. So everybody's kind of beaming in from their place. And it just looks really sweet, actually, really cute, like a little Christmas display of mirror ball ornaments. It's like, hi, everybody. Okay. Now, they're saying try to share that vision with us if you can. Visualize or just see, feel, sense that it's there down in the Earth's core. You've just joined a group of, we have about 500 on this time, and everybody that wants to participate in this technique is down there and has projected their Buddha ball down there. And remember, everybody is in their lone harmonic, which means they're fully safe. They don't take on the energy of the people next to them. We can work together without contaminating each other's fields or anything like that. So it's a very safe way it's the only safe way really in your lone harmonic to participate in group activities like this. So, okay, we're down there in the Earth's core Nomi seed. And let's notice in the center point. Now, if you're a ball shape and you don't know where your eyes are, you're not sure where the center point is. Sense that there is a center point, and that is where you would point. If your mirror ball had a face on it, which it does inside your Buddha face, point your Buddha face toward the center where everybody's looking at each other, but there's a space in the middle, so you're like forming a shield. And notice that there is a set of, this is new to me, a set of 3 crystals, and they're very, trying to think of what exact color blue that is. It's a very unique color blue. It's not sky blue. It's a bit stronger than sky blue, but it's in that kind of sky blue range, but just more intensity to it. It's a certain type of crystal. And I've actually seen photos of this crystal, but I have no idea, like in 3D, but I have no idea what that crystal is. But anyway, it's there in the center, and it's creating a humming sound, kind of like a sound. See if you can sense that. If you can see it, great. If you can't, that's okay. It is there in that, those domains of frequency. And what we're going to do is, again, form our shield. And this is going to be our first Proga travel shield. And again, the word Proga is for projection yoga, or plasma body projection yoga. And that's what we're doing in the HOSTMASTERS classes, is learning how to use our plasma bodies for projection. And we're doing it as a group, which is interesting. A lot of people learn how to use their astral body and then this body and that body, various levels of their body. And they usually do it just like to go travel around, do remote viewing, that kind of thing. You can do that, but it's not really that safe to do that unless you fully line up with like absolute protectorate frequencies or something similar. So when we do shield, the fact that we're doing it together within a set of technologies, the Guardian's technologies, that focus on making sure it's a safe endeavor, you can go further, and with the larger the group, the more power that shield actually has without anybody taking power from anybody else. It's just the collective power of it. There will be times when we will, be asked to go fly the shield to this location or that location to try to assist if there's issues that need to be happening. But we have to get our shield strong first. Like, we can't go over right now and try to heal Israel and Palestine. That's not going to work because our fields aren't strong enough for that yet. We have to get our shield strong together as a collective. So we're down there, we're looking at this crystal, and it's like 3-pronged crystal, and they seem to be growing up out of the center of the Earth core Nomi seed that we're all surrounding in our little individual mirror balls. Now, for everybody that wants to continue participating in this technique, the Guardians are saying to sense that crystal in the center and ask it for a connection spark to itself. And that crystal connects, well, up a stack, but to the sphere of Amenti, which is in the Adashi temples. So it's an Adashi temple spark coming down that will connect you in, the beginning part of connecting you back into the sphere of Amenti. So if that is what you desire to do, then send a request, and you don't have to think it. Like, you don't have to put English words or whatever your language words are. And it actually works better if you do use your home language. Like, if your home language is Norwegian, for example, like Jan's, it would be better if he put the request in his own words in his language to that center crystal, that yes, I would like to, connect through this crystal to the sphere of Amenti. So the way to encapsulate that after you've said it to yourself with your own language, then inhale that intention into your heart of Ephema point and feel it in the heart of Ephema point down in your Buddha self inside your mirror ball. And then exhale it from your Buddha self inside your mirror balls, heart of Ephema point, directly horizontally out toward that crystal in the center of what is becoming the shield, the Proga shield. So you'd send it out to the center point crystal. And everybody that wants to participate in this technique can do that, and then it will connect them to the Amenti crystal that will begin the process of forming the shield of Amenti. That will begin our process of being able to enter the absolute protectorate of the sphere of Amenti frequencies through the Ark of the Covenant frequencies. Okay. Okay, they're showing me something. So when I get quiet for a minute, it means I'm listening and watching. So I'm not falling asleep. I'm here. Okay. Okay. There. Oh, neat. Okay. Okay. What I am seeing with the inner vision is I'm seeing that crystal. It's grown quite large at this point. It's bringing more frequency in from the sphere of Amenti and the blue flame of Amenti. It's really interesting. It's almost like the heat effect. When a radiator is by a window in the winter, that rippled air effect that you get. I'm seeing that forming all around the outside of what's becoming the shield that we're all our mirror balls are all positioned in. Okay, and they're telling me what's going to happen in a moment or two is the first anchoring of the Nomia Flame 3, which would correspond to the largest one, that actually connects to the Uralite Conservatory way up in the top of all creation. And that is going to do its first anchor around our shield. So it's almost like a tube like this, as if we're in the middle of it, and our shield is like down there, and it forms all around us and links us through to the Uralite Conservatory, which creates the absolute protectorate, and it comes right down through the blue flame of Amenti, which is on the external creation. So it goes from the highest parts and largest parts of internal creation, eternal creation, down through all the frequencies and down into out through the external creation frequencies of the Amenti flame, and then spirals down. So it's as if this would be the bottom part, this would be the bigger thing around it and on top of it, and we would be a little shield, like the little platform down sitting inside that would fit inside with all those fronds of flame around us and spiraling around us in a protective field. Excuse me. So we're down there in the Earth core, Nomi seed, with this frequency flame around us, spiraling around us gently and slowly. Okay, now they're showing me that at the base of these flames, that would be where we were originally positioned in our mirror balls with our Buddhas inside, facing the inside point where the crystal was in the center. That has now become a shield, a glittering plasma shield of colors like these, the heliochroic colors. And it's kind of like smoky, like the effect you get with dry ice, but it's like dry ice with rainbow light running through it. See if you can sense that or feel that around the outside, as if try to feel your mirror ball and Buddha body as if you have a big one here, as if your mirror ball is now around you in a big one, like here where you're sitting, and then also you have the small one down there in the Earth's core, Nomi seed, and try to sense the two of them together, where you can feel the sensation that your small, your mini Buddha self in the mirror ball down there is feeling as these frequencies are of this beautiful like dry ice effect, mist of pale rainbow heliotalic colors are surrounding you and kind of caressing the outside of your mirror ball down there. And link with that and just breathe, inhale, and you inhale from the earth core Nomi seed through your mirror ball down there and up into yourself here at the heart of Ephema point, and then exhale. So you get to start to form, just breathing inhale up from your earth core mirror ball Buddha, and then exhale it out here to where you begin to feel the two spaces of you simultaneously, because they're both you. They're both your frequency, your energy. And then try to sense as well, as you sense just like this swirling, beautiful flame. And every person will get their own smaller version around your mirror ball. Will form this flame with the one blue frond and the two heliochroic fronds. And then around that, and bigger, will be this one with the 3 heliochroic fronds that connects all the way up to your lake conservatory. So everybody will get their own personal one of those. And as you do, just try to breathe from your small Buddha self in your mirror ball down in Earth's core and up into the heart of Ephema point, and exhale out around you and into the mirror ball around you here, to the point where you can simultaneously feel the gentle spinning or swirling around your mirror ball down there, also spinning gently in your fields around your mirror ball here, to link the two, the physical and the plasma, together. Okay. Okay, now they're saying to just breathe gently and normally, acknowledging the link of breath between the mirror ball self down in the earth core and yourself here. So just breathe gently. Ooh, okay. There's always that ooh, because it's like, ooh, that's neat. All right, as we're sitting in shield down there in earth core Nomi seed, there's one more element that's going to start spinning into around our mirror ball down there, spinning into the flames that are already spinning around us. And this is going to be the Illuminaire field that's in Transposition Platform 1, those core crystal caves that are wider, like out bigger than the Nomi seed. So they're out around us. They're in like caverns that we can't see yet. But we're feeling this new frequency. And it's interesting. The color I'm getting right now is like a gentle but bright violet, pale violet, but like kind of like a bright pastel violet frequency coming through. Okay, and now it's turning more indigo. Okay, and now I'm feeling it spin, and when I do the hand gestures, I connect better to what's happening down in there. So when you see me doing that, I'm feeling it spinning. You don't have to do that unless you want to. You know, wherever you are, you don't have to do this. I'm just doing it to bring that energy in stronger. Okay, let's see. All right, so the Illuminaire frequencies are coming in, and now they're mixing with the blue flame frequencies, the Amenti flame frequencies. So they started off as like a violet color, now they've gone to like a pretty indigo color. And now they're going more of that electric-y blue color that's associated with the blue flame of Amenti. So they're swirling around your personal mirror ball, but also swirling around our entire collective shield that's inside these flames. It's a really large structure. Like, to draw this, it would take a lot. There's a lot of structures that I'm seeing. And we're in them. Okay, so now what they would like us to do is, for a moment, put our attention down in our small Buddha self, inside our small mirror ball, in shield, down in Earth's core Nomi seed. And put your consciousness as much as you can in there, as if you're breathing from there first. Like, forget about your physical body, it'll breathe on its own. And just get down there and try to feel the inhale and the exhale just into from your mirror ball and your heart of Ephema point in your Buddha self down there. So what you're going to do down there is, we're going to do this 3 times. We're going to inhale our mirror ball, like the whole sphere mirror ball thing around us down there. We're going to inhale it and pull it tight and tiny into the heart of Ephema point. and hold for a moment or 3, and then puff it back out and puff out the mirror ball back around you again. And notice that you have brought this beautiful electric blue frequency to the inside of your mirror ball. And it has little spark flashes of that the pale violet or bright pale violet that was there before, and the indigo, but now they're flickering around in the electric blue color and it's circulating like a mist inside of your mirror ball down there. And now we're going to bring that up and bring bring a chamber of that mist into your Buddha down there, into your Buddha Heart of Ephema point. Inhale it and then project it straight up your central vertical column from down there, straight up out your crown chakra, and all the way up your tether line into here to where it lands in your physical body, Heart of Ephema point. So breathe in the frequency and then breathe it up and exhale it here. And now you've made a link, a breathing link of the Amenti flame frequencies from your Earth Core Nomi Seed Mirror Ball Buddha to your physical body Buddha. And just breathe gently and let that connection of breath between the two flow. And remember, we're still connected to that central crystal that's connected directly to the sphere of Amenti up in Andromeda, in Eartha 3 core. Okay, now, what are they doing? Ooh, okay. All right. Now, they're saying to try to be aware of the 499 or so other people that are in shield with you down there. This is the beginning of our Proga shield, Proga projection shield, collective shield, HOSTMASTERS shield. Try to sense that. And the image I keep getting is like looking at a nicely designed thing using mirror ball ornaments, like for Christmas, that are everybody's like lined up neatly and ready to fly the shield. And we're going to bring the shield up in a minute. We're going to bring it up from there, from the Earth Core Nomi Seed. We're going to bring it up through the grids underneath this pool, and then up to just under the surface of the water of this pool. So this is the next step we're going to do, and let's see, they're going to show me how to do this. Okay, let's see. I'm getting the rhythm of what they want us to do. Okay, so they're saying let's take 3 breaths between your mirror ball Buddha self down in Earth's core and yourself here. And you'll inhale from the Buddha down there, up here, hold in your Heart of Ephema point, then exhale down back to the Buddha again. 1. Pause for a moment. Another one. Oh, hold at the Heart of Ephema. And exhale down to the Buddha again. Now on the third one, you're going to inhale into the Heart of Ephema point of your Buddha down there, and at the same time here, without connecting them yet. So just inhale and hold for a moment to build charge in both Heart of Ephema points. And when the guardians say go, we're all going to exhale and push down from our body here, but also from our Buddha body down there. So we'll push a ball of energy down through us, and we'll all do this at the same time in a minute. Just breathe normal until we get there. And then that will actually catapult the shield up, and it'll do a dimensional half jump, and that will bring it into the frequencies of the pool space here in the water. Okay, so let's Go down again. Breathe at the same time into the heart of Ephema here, heart of Ephema there, and hold. And 1, and 2, and 3. And exhale downward. And feel the shield lift down under there. And try to feel like almost like a little rumble under your feet wherever you are physically. You can actually feel it moving. If you can't, that's okay, but some people may feel that. We're going to do one more of those. It moved up a bit, but there's still another one to bring it where it crusts into this reality space, into the water molecules here. Okay, so now, again, the 2-point breath into the heart of Ephema here and the heart of Ephema in your Buddha. Hold. And push down to raise the shield. So as you push down, the shield goes whoop, and it comes up. So it's kind of a movement. If you ever find yourself like flying around and being trained in how to do Merkaba and things, there's certain commands. It's like learning to fly a fighter jet or something. Like push down, send you up, that kind of thing. I think it's basic aerodynamics. So, okay. And we're going to do that one more time. And it'll be a slower one, because we'll hit a little bit of a resistance, which will be the crossing into the elemental field here in the pool, in the water. So again, inhale into the 2 heart of Ephema points. And let this be a more sustained exhale to push up. You're exhaling downward and pushing the shield upward. Okay, I'm chuckling a little because they're showing me like what it's looking like, and it kind of, if it were a spaceship, if the shield were a spaceship, it didn't exactly rise like this. It went, so we're getting used to it. We're just learning how to, move. But it's pretty remarkable that we can do this because we're all over the planet. We're not like sitting in the same room together exactly. We're sitting in the same Earth core together, but not in the same physical space here. So it's pretty good. And it's made it through. It's stabilizing down there and coming in. Okay. Okay. So just breathe gently and sense that when you see the image of this pool on your screens there, sense that right down there with your inner vision, if some people have inner vision, some don't have it turned on yet, but everybody has the potential for it, sense that there is this shield that expanded and is much, much bigger than the size of this pool, but it kind of shrunk itself. Like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids kind of shrunk yourself. The whole shield shrunk itself so it could fit within the small width of this pool, so the shield would fit there for now. And just breathe gently and sense that as you breathe, the blue flame frequencies are permeating the waters around you, the waters of the pool, and they're moving through into your cells of your plasma body. And as you feel them gently, just swirling around gently and slowly, moving through your cells, in your plasma body Buddha, in your mirror ball, down there in the bottom of the pool, try to sense that same feeling happening around your physical body and feel that electric blue, gentle blue flame frequencies swirling gently through your molecules and through all the spaces in your molecules. And notice for a moment as that electric blue energy gently swirls through your molecules and cells, through your cells, through the waters of your body, through the blood. Notice that there's these little kind of shadowy looking areas, and they're going to start to pop with little like that pale bright violet spark thing, which means they're transmuting. These are bits of the karmic patterns of things that everybody carries stuff on this planet because of the mutations that have been here for so long. So this is the beginning of being able to heal with the blue flame of Amenti frequencies, and this is just the beginning of just anchoring them. They will be much stronger, and you can heal some things. Some things in the physical body you can't heal. Sometimes passing the body to and going on to the next level is the healing. So it's not like, you're going to miraculously instantly heal yourself. We don't ever make claims like that. But we can feel the feeling of these little purple dots where it used to be little shadowy colors, like when you see the electric blue swirling energies and like shadow bits in there. And you can see the shadow bits start to turn to these little transmuting violet dots that just go poof, poof. And this will take many layers to get all of that out of your bodies and stuff, but it's the beginning. It's the beginning of this process. Just try to feel the reality of that and let it make you a little bit lighter. Like gently, just breathe with your Buddha body and your physical body here, inside of your mirror balls. Breathe in the electric blue frequency from the sphere of Amenti and the flame of Amenti. Amenti is the race morphogenetic field for the angelic human race. It is meant to bring you home. It is meant to help you to heal so that you can go back onto your natural evolutionary path to eternal life ascension, because that is the natural way of going. The other option of fall is just an option, and it's not one that God's source prefers. It's just an option so you can have free will. So we choose the ascension path. That's what our teachings are about, but nothing against people that don't want that. That's okay. So we're down here in the pool, in shield, about 500 of us. And it's gently spinning. It's like there's two currents. One's clockwise, one's counterclockwise. It's a Merkaba field, but I'm feeling the shield part of it more than the vortices. Okay, now they're going to have me remind you of something we saw with the drawing. And in that drawing, if you'll recall, I know it's hard, like when you look at it, it's like, what am I even looking at? Once the colors are in and stuff, it'll be easier to see where was the water and where was the like housing and where was the like hotel type structures and stuff. So what we're going to do is just try to remember, I did point out that there was a triangle set of crystals that were in that water, not in the front part of the picture, but kind of in the middle. And it would be, if you were looking at it on your screen, it would be just in the center, but just off to the right a little bit, off to the right of your screen. What we're going to do is aim to bring the shield up through here, through this water here, and into that particular triangle-shaped doorway, because it is a doorway, where that water links to that water. Now that water is not here, it's over in Europe. So we're going to make this dimensional link. It's a hyperleap, and it's going to be the other half step. So we're going to link the two, and we're going to do this by showing the image over the pool. Is it there yet? Yep. Okay. So see if you can locate that triangle-shaped crystals that are in the water. They're pretty noticeable because they're the only triangle-shaped thing in that image. So if you can find that. And what we're going to do in that image there is just to give you the visual, to remind you where we're aiming for. And that image, that is a code. That is a mathematical coding. You could think of it almost in terms of ones and zeros, binary code. It is it's more sophisticated than that, but it is a code. And it will bring us through to link with where we're going and where we actually go onto those grids. So once we raise the shield up, and we're going to pop it up through, we're going to raise it up and shrink it quick, and then pop it up through that image where it'll come up through water on that side in this image, and it will come through there, and it will just be like a shield that looks like a big mirror ball with a shield halfway through it with all of our little mirror balls in it, and we'll just kind of float there in that space. And they're going to, for whoever wants to stay there, you can come and go with your plasma buddy, but that's going to be like the travel mirror ball that we're going to do the Proga projection. We're actually going to carry that with us in frequency when we go to Europe, to those other sites, and get the activations directly from those sites and bring the coding from here to those sites, so it helps those sites to completely link together. So it literally spans the ocean, spans through the Atlantic. This has to do with technologies that were from ancient Atlantis, because we have Brunaway Atlantis here, which is now like Florida and Bahamas area and that stuff. And then you have Lohas Atlantis, which for, since the Voyages books we taught, is over in like Ireland and England and Wales and a few other places down there. So this is like linking across the Great Divide of the Atlantic Ocean. It's beginning linking the Ark of the Covenant and the Crystal Bridge Passage and the ancestral passage. So this is the beginning of that, bridging that gap across the Atlantic. So if you can find that image of the little triangular doorway that kind of sits above the water line in that image that's like a ghost image over the pool right now, right? Then put our attention back in to our mirror ball Buddha selves that are in a smaller version down in shield at the bottom of this pool. So let's breathe from down there. Breathe from our mirror ball Buddha selves down at the bottom of the pool. And notice that we're breathing the water of the pool, but it breathes like air. It doesn't feel like water. It doesn't seem like water. Now, they're asking us we're going to do a 3-breath contraction of the shield, which means we'll try to do this all at the same time. Everybody that's in shield with us, we'll try to do an inhale all at the same time. And as we inhale, each one of us is helping to contract that shield to a smaller size in the bottom of the pool. So we'll do one, it'll shrink it, another, it'll shrink it, and another, it'll shrink it to where it's flyable. Okay? So instead of flying like big spaceships, we're flying little ones. But there's like 500 of us in those little ones. Okay, so conscious attention on the heart of a FEMA point. Okay, down in their little Buddha body. Okay, empty your lungs. And then all at the same time, let's inhale. 1, 2, 3, now. And contract. Feel it contracting and the shield is getting smaller. And then just gently exhale and nothing moves. And we're going to do it again. We're going to 1, 2, 3, inhale. Contract the shield. And then gently exhale, move nothing. And one more time. We're going to 1, 2, 3. Inhale and contract the shield. Hold for a moment and then gently relax. Now try to sense what has happened. We've risen to the top of the water. We're on the surface of the water now. And we're only about this big, maybe 2 inches, 3 inches across, maybe. So we're like a little mirror ball shield. But all of us are in there. We just shrunk ourselves so we can fit into other places more quickly. And there's reasons for that. Sometimes you expand yourself, sometimes you shrink yourself. These are all part of shield mechanics and learning how to drive a shield. So we're learning how to drive a shield, and I'm learning with you. I'm not the expert here. I just listen, and I'm a good student, and I share that with you. So, okay, we're like this little ball floating on the surface, like part of, you see half of it there and half of it under the surface, so it's like bobbing. And now, they're going to show me in a minute what to do. They have to do something in that little triangle doorway shape that's hanging over the pool. They have to do something on their side. And when they do, then they'll tell us what to do to bring that little shield. It looks like a mirror ball ornament, but it has like the disc running through the center of it, like a sphere with a disc running through the center of it. So that's what we're going to do. They're opening it there. They're doing, ooh, cool, okay. Oh, wow. They're really big. There's this 1, 2, 3, 4. Huh. Okay. There are 5 of them, which corresponds to the cathedral gate sets and stuff. And they're really, really tall compared to that. Like if that triangle shape in the image was a really big thing that if that was the size of it, a normal human would be like here. Tiny. These guys are like way bigger than that triangle. So these are Guardian guys. Who are you? Oh, they're from the ARI-ATH collective. They said hello. Okay. So they're activating the doorway on that side, which means that they're also starting that process over in Europe. Yeah. So, okay. They said we'll be done in a minute. They're very friendly. I've not met these ones before. This is their specialty, doing shield training. Okay. Okay, they're saying now they're ready. They're going to send a set of sounds. It might sound even like a choir to some people. It depends on how you're senses are oriented, or it might just feel like a whole bunch of harmonious vibrations, like quick but gentle movements. They're going to send it to our tiny shield in the center of this pool. And they want us to put our attention in our tiny shield, in our Buddhas, in our tiny shield, and wait until they'll let me know when they've popped it through, popped the frequencies through. And they're calling it that there'll be 3 choral bursts. So it's like a burst of chorus, stop, burst of chorus, stop, burst of chorus. But it's like many, many voices kind of chorus. And like male, female, and I don't know, but they're just like the voices of the elements. I'm not sure, but they're really powerful. Okay, they just said they're the beginning of the voices of Amenti. Okay. Okay, so we're in our little shrunken shield, floating on the water surface. Now we're sitting in our Buddha bodies inside of our personal mirror balls in that shield. Okay, they've just released one of the coral bursts. They said you might hear this in your dreams tonight too. You might hear them more because they're like quick and intense right now. But as you relax and go into sleep state, there will be expanded sounds, like chorus sounds. Okay. Oh my. All right, that was the second one they just released, and that one sounded like tenors. Like the tenor sound, the big low voices, right? It's like, wow, okay, we got tenors. The first one is just kind of like a mix of what would be like normal voices. Oh, what are those really high ones? This is the next ones are coming. And these are the really super high ones. I don't know what that's called, a soprano. I think there's higher than that. It's super high. But they're coming. They haven't released them yet, but they'll be there in a minute. Okay, there we go. Yep. And then they do something. They're like making whole huge sets of notes and sounds inside of the little shield. And it's going to pop in a minute. It's going to do something. It's going to pop, and it's actually going to flip up, and the little shield is going to flip like a coin up through this water, through in the picture on top, that their underwater is on top of our water. And then it's going to flip up through that doorway and then pop into a larger mirror ball floating in the air with all of us on it. So that's what's going to happen in a moment, is what the Guardians are saying. Those tones are still mixing and creating amazing harmonics. And a lot of them are like beyond sound harmonics. They're sound, but they're silent sound harmonics. Okay? Just try to feel them running through your Buddha self in that little tiny shield. And in a moment, there's going to be like a flip-up tumble feeling. Like somebody like flipped it like a coin, just boop. And yeah, so try to sense that is coming. I'll let you know when they said they've released it, or it has enough frequency. Those choral sounds are building to build the frequency to do the flip. And it literally is like a flip of a coin, where it's like the sounds make enough frequency to like literally catapult it, and the shield flips like this, and then goes through that doorway, comes up through their water and through that doorway, and then floats in the air and turns into a sphere, a larger sphere mirror ball with all of us in our lone harmonic inside of it, in our plasma body Buddhas. Okay. Okay. The flip is starting. Oh, great. It's a slow motion flip. All right. I was expecting a faster one. It's like a slow motion coin flip. And I can almost feel it in my stomach. It's like not nauseous, just like bleh, a little bit like not quite seasick kind of feeling. Okay. So we are flipping. Some of you may feel the motion. Some of you may not. Some of you may already be asleep. I'm sensing a lot of people went to sleep in there, in the little shield. It's okay. It's still, the activation's still occurring as long as you want it to. Okay, we've just crested the water, and we're coming up into the air to flip through that gate thing that they activated, that triangle gate in the image. And it kind of, there's like a force field membrane inside of that triangle image. It looks like it's just clear, just nothing in it, but there's a membrane. And our little shield just flipped through that membrane with a little resistance. And then it popped out the other side, but it got bigger, where it's back to, okay, in relation to that doorway, our little shield is now about an orb this big, like that big. So it's still quite a bit smaller than that doorway, but we're there, and we're in shield, and we're just floating. And try to sense in your Buddha self that's in the shield that you almost feel like weightless. It's a much different feeling than when we were down in the Earth core, because we've entered the 1.5 density scale. And this is just the beginning of this, but at least we've got there as a shield. And those who want to keep your Buddhas in there, you can. If you don't want to, you can bring them back home. Just like bring them back into Earth's core and then pull them up into your own heart of Ephema if you don't want to leave them out there. But if you do want to, journey with us across the Atlantic to Europe and to the various sites, because we're going to a number of sites to pick up the activations and to drop off these activations, you're welcome to join us in SHIELD that way. And I think that's it for now. Yes, and we will just, the Guardians are moving with us. They're guiding us to do these European site activations, and they're, guarding the shield. We've just created our first Proga fly shield where we can fly together in Plasma Body to begin learning what it means to be a host master, where we actually help to bring the eternal life hosts to this planet and its life fields. So I hope you've enjoyed that. That was very spontaneous because they didn't give me anything in writing on that one, just so you know. So I'm so grateful for our transcription team. We have the Mitchell transcription team, and they do an awesome job on transcribing things, especially things that just come out or don't even ask me what I said because I was just on a wave and on a roll, and it just falls through me and out into words and to you. So, yeah. Oh, they're saying there's one more thing. What? What? Ooh, okay. Oh. Okay. All right. They're saying, okay, remember where we are. We're in that image that is a mathematical location, space-time location of, that image where we went through that triangle door, and we're kind of just hanging around in the air up there, just floating. And there's a lot of other beings from other places that do this too, so it's not just us. But we'll just be aware of us. Now, if we put our consciousness back into our little Buddha selves that are inside their own little mirror balls in that shield. And remember that there was that crystal that was in the center of the shield that we had connected to? They're saying that, what are you calling that? I'm asking them what they're calling that. Okay. Through that line of connection that our Buddha selves made to that crystal in the center, the sphere of Amenti will send back, if you want it, and have your Buddha hold out its hands like this, down there, or up there, in there, through there. We're not down in now, we're up there. And it will send through that connection that we made with the heart of Ephema point, it will send a little, and it looks like a little whirlwind of energy. And then if your Buddha hands down there, out like this, up like this, it will jump and turn into what looks like a little blue marble, like a decent sized blue marble in your hands. And this will have the first part of connection, and we'll be collecting these for quite a while through this year, of a piece of your piece of the sphere of Amenti. So this is your tiny piece of the sphere of Amenti that your Buddha has now, and it's holding it there. And you can also ask your Buddha self to send it back, send a version of it, a piece of that, back to you into your palms here. So if you're not in a weird place where people look at you like you're strange, you can put your palms out kind of in front of your heart of Ephema point and just ask your Buddha self to send a bit of that frequency to you. And it'll be like a little blue marble that will pop through your heart of Ephema and into your palms. And, yeah, okay. That was odd. Sorry. It almost felt like the feeling of, when you pass gas out the other side, it felt like a little coming out of the heart of a FEMA point horizontally. And then it solidified into a little blue etheric marble thing. So they're saying try to sense in your physical hands that little marble. And it's like if you held it up to the light, it would be translucent where you could see the light through it. And it's just that electric blue color. And yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, now they're saying try to sense the little bit of weight of it in your palms and gently roll it to the left palm. And then inhale it through your palm chakra all the way up your arm conduits to the Azure, right there. And then exhale it down the right arm and out into the right palm. And now put the palms together. And inhale and bring it back into the heart of Ephema, where it will stay, where we will collect these over this year, getting pieces that belong to us from when we first passed through the sphere of Amenti. So we're starting to collect our molecules of Amenti back to us. And just inhale it back into your heart of Ephema point. And they said, now we are done, and good night to you all. That was the Guardians. And okay, they're also saying, if anyone would like to speak with the ARI-ATH collective in their dream state, to put the intention there, it may take a while because people have all sorts of different weird stuff in their fields because of the mutations down here. So it may take a while to establish a line of communication. And please know this, if you ever get anything weird, like, oh, I'm a guardian, and they're being a bully to you, or they're being nasty, or telling you to go do bad stuff, that is not a guardian. That's somebody trying to pretend to be a guardian to mess with you. So if you get any of that, just go back to your breathing, go back to your Buddha space, ask the, God, Source, First, Eternal Spirit, Epi, just ask the Cosmoverse, the Eternal Life Cosmoverse, not the other one, to bring you into absolute protectorate, please. And eventually, you'll be able to develop where you can develop a communication line with your own higher parts without getting the interference of stuff that might try to mess with you in different areas, like, the astral realm and stuff like that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and thank you for staying up late with us tonight. We do stay up late sometimes because that's when the magneto-tail is longest, and that's when the interdimensional frequencies are easiest to reach Earth, and that's been that way for 20 years, 26 years, working with the Guardians. So the dark side, when it's nighttime, that is when the stretch, because the solar wind is coming on the day side and it's pushing the magnetosphere of the Earth out into that magneto-tail, and that gives the Guardians further reach as far as being able to get frequencies in here. So that's why we always end up at night. And anyway, thank you for joining us, and be at peace, and let's learn to fly together.